So I've been going pretty hard on Mindy Kaling as of late, and she's a special kind of words I don't really think I can say at this moment. But found this new little Deadline article about her promoting her new show, Velma. And why don't we just get into it? Because Velma's Mindy Kaling says these characters are so iconic, but they weren't defined by their whiteness. We never are the ones that bring race into it. They are. They're the ones that profit off of this crap. And this article, there's a line in this article that I'm convinced Mindy Kaling's straight up a racist. While promoting HBO Max's Velma at New York Comic Con on Thursday, I didn't even know New York Comic Con was last week. Star and EP executive producer Mindy Kaling admitted that she was surprised by the social media reaction to her decision to make the beloved character a South Asian girl. Because she's not South Asian, she's a Caucasian girl. She's the nerdy girl next door who doesn't look attractive at first, but you realize is probably the most attractive. I think of the characters in this are iconic, but in no way are they defined by their whiteness, Kaling told the crowd. What does that even mean? Seriously, what does that mean? Most Indian American women, don't know what that means, but this is where it gets interesting. Remember, most Indian American, when they see skeptical, hardworking, underappreciated characters, they can identify with her. What? You're saying they're skeptical, hardworking, but underappreciated? What? The vast majority are ready for it. This show is for them. No. The reaction to the show, like I said, and I'll pull it up again. Mid-video, I'll pull it up again. HBO Max Velma, they're deleting. I think they're deleting thumbs down, actually. But like I said, they are not happy. They're using the go-to meme, and I'm going to quickly scroll that. The part when Velma, they are not happy. Nobody's excited for the show. Growing up, I identified with Velma. Okay. I liked Velma too. I actually liked Shaggy the most, but Velma was the girl next door. Daphne was attractive, but Velma was the girl next door. Continued Kaling. She was so cute, but not traditionally hot. She was hot in her own regards. With a questionable haircut. What does that mean? I feel so honored I get to do the voice. She's a truth teller, cutting through the bullish of life. No, she just figures stuff out all before everybody else. She's the smart one. When you are smart and underappreciated, no, she's very much appreciated because she's the one that always solved the mystery. She was the smart one. She was very much appreciated. I hope people appreciate that. So you want us to appreciate the fact that she was underappreciated? What does that even mean? But no, Velma was always appreciated. Velma will tell the origin story of ScoobyDoo crew. No, it won't. With all the players, including Daphne, Constance Wu, who is Asian. She's not the youngest of 5 kids from a rich family. She's Asian, adopted, raised by 2 LGBT people, and doesn't like the fact that she's Asian, so she dyes her hair red. Shaggy, Sam Richardson, who, I'm going to do a correction. I said in a previous video, who the heck's Norville? My bad. Completely forgot that Norville is Shaggy's real name, and that's some deep lore that's really hard to remember, but why do you promote the show by calling him Norville when he's Shaggy? And Fred by Glenn Horton. As teenage students, the show will also follow their dating lives. I want to put this in there because I'm trying to find the quotes, but apparently Daphne has a crush on Velma and doesn't know how to come out as being LGBTQ. This isn't the gang, and we'll get further into it. This is Mindy Kaling. This is a journey of self-discovery for her, which drew us to the character. She knew who she was. She was a confident, smart woman. She didn't need anybody. This is literally a character that, I'm a confident, smart woman. I don't need no man. You could have done that, even though that still wouldn't have been Velma, but you can't do that. Excuse me. And this is the part that's weird. So she says that quote, and then Deadline said Kaling of Velma, who is LGBTQ. Do we need to add that? Do we really need to add that? It's a high school show with the events and the dances, in addition to it being a murder mystery. Okay, you can do that, but why are you changing what they are? Daphne's not Asian. Daphne's the youngest of 5 kids from a very rich family who basically bankrolled everything. Fred was the Chad. He was the go-getter. He was the leader. Shaggy's the goofball with Scooby, who's his partner, but they're always the ones that are the heart of the show. And they end up, everything might fall apart, but they end up succeeding, and Velma was the freaking brains. Daphne was also very attractive, but in all honesty, I liked Velma most. But don't expect... Oh, yeah. Murder mystery. Continues Kaling. Obviously, Daphne and Fred are popular, while Velma's an outsider. Seeing them come together is the fun about the show. Yeah, we've seen them come together multiple times. And it's been a whole lot better than this. Actually, extremely good. This show's going to it's going to disparage how they come together, because they were an unlikely crew. But they came together because of a mystery, and Scooby was the one that held them together. Scooby and Shaggy, the heart. But don't expect to find a goofy dog hanging out with the kids. Yeah, so this isn't the gang. These are random characters that you threw together, so why didn't you just give them new names? This reimagination, sorry, brain fart, of the old animated comedy will not include an actual Scooby-Doo. Then why are you making it? Seriously, why are you making this show? We couldn't get a take on it, said showrunner Charlie Grandy. How do we do it in a fun, modern way? What made it a kid's show is Scooby-Doo. No. You could do this perfectly. But you're refusing to. This considered with Warner's telling us we couldn't use the dog, so it's nice to allude to dogs in the world and leave it at that. That part I don't know. I wonder, because I was talking to somebody on Jed's stream, and do they even have the right to Scooby-Doo? Like the actual character. Who owns the right to Scooby-Doo? Why don't we... I'll end up digging into that, actually. That sounds interesting. But, so it's nice to allude to dogs in the world and leave it at... Other actors who will show up in the Velma include... Yeah. Who actually cares? This isn't Velma. This isn't Scooby-Doo. This isn't the gang. You don't have Scooby, for starters. And even if you did have Scooby, you guys basically don't know how to write him, so that tells me that you guys don't know how to write these characters. Daphne was attractive, confident in her looks, and was this amazing individual. she was a little airhead in some of the things, especially in the revamp with Zombie Island, which kind of revitalized the thing. But that also, she might have been a little bit of an airhead, but she knew who she was and she was confident. Fred might have been a little airheady sometimes too, but he was always confident. He was the leader. He knew he was going to get stuff done, and he liked his contraptions. Then you had Velma, who was the brains. She was the frickin' brains, and she was more than appreciative. She always figured stuff out. And Shaggy and Scooby were the heart. And now you're telling me again, I need to find the article, but Daphne isn't confident in her looks. Shaggy isn't Shaggy from all things considered, because I highly doubt they're going to do a black man who's has a lot of the munchies and stuff. Let's just leave it at that. And I can see them doing Fred, the dumb white dude who doesn't realize that Velma, the unattractive nerdy girl, is interested in him. Which, again, Velma wasn't unattractive. She was the girl next door. She was the girl you didn't look at first, but you ended up realizing that she was the one. Granted, the show doesn't actually portray that very much, but she was attractive in her own way. This show is going to be dead on arrival. It's going to be a disaster. But I'm trying to find the quote first, but let me just say, Mindy Kaling has a quote where she says that she hates anime for its sexualization of high school kids. How they uber sexualize them in every form, and that's why anime's bad. And, well, this is an image that they're using to promote the show. It's bad to uber sexualize high school kids, from Mindy Kaling's voice, from one of her most a very iconic quote from her. And it's kind of sexualizing, don't you think? I'm going to leave it at that. If you enjoyed the video, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, share it out with your friends, and yeah, bye for now.